Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I have come up with a routine cataract surgery, phacoemulsification of a routine stop and chop technique. By this time the one side put has been made, antechamber has been filled up with viscoelastic, and the entry capsule has already been stained, and I have started the rhexis using a bend needle cystitome. This is a relatively soft nucleus and with posterior subcapsular cataract. I prefer doing rhexis through a side port. Well, that is my way of doing it, and I am aiming for about a 5.5 millimeter capsular rhexis. This is the left eye of a patient. The rhexis has been done. Now I am making the main 2.8 millimeter incision, first entering into the cornea, and now I am going to enter the antechamber. I feel I have got sufficient corneal tunnel. Some viscoelastic is being bubbed out by pressing the posterior lip, and I am doing hydrodissection. A good fluid wave can be seen passing across. The nucleus is then gently tapped. The hydro procedure is repeated again. This is an edited video, and now I am going to demonstrate the stop and chop technique. The power being used is about 35, and I am going to make a long thin trench. The power is only applied while we are moving forwards. After reaching about 75 to 80% of depth, time to divide the nuclei into two heminuclei. After dividing the nuclei, I am going to plan to subdivide. This nucleus is soft, and sometimes it's very difficult to hold the nucleus with phaco energy. So I am doing a mechanical chopping. I am just using very less phaco power, about 10, and trying to engage the piece. And with just the vacuum, or even not vacuum, I am just trying to do mechanical chopping with the SICS as well as the phaco handpiece. So I was able to remove a small piece. The phaco needle was just used to support the nuclear piece, and the SICS does the job of chopping. Here I am not using any phaco power, very less vacuum if all I have used to just remove the nuclei, because these soft nucleus, if you use much of power, then these nucleus just get crumble up, and here I am gradually creating a bowel, which is not a very good sign. Still I have got few pieces which are small and they can be removed. So I was lucky I could get hold of a piece, and now I am going to emulsify that. Again rotate the nucleus. Now after we have removed a bit of nuclear mass, there is space in the capsular bag, and the other nuclear pieces could be removed very easily. Because when we have a small rhexis, sometimes even the smallest softest of the nucleus do not come out. So one heminuclei has been removed. It's time to come out and replenish the antechamber with more OVD to protect the corneal endothelium. Now the other heminuclei is moved into the current orientation, and in this movement the nucleus got broken into two pieces. The partial cracks which were made before could be just completed with this SICS maneuver, and we can now just remove the nuclear pieces. The vacuum here is about 300, bottle height about 110, power is about 40. Nice chamber stability. I'm using a Venturi based system here. Last bit of nuclear pieces are now being emulsified. Now is the time to remove the cortical material, and I'm using a coaxial IA handpiece, vacuum about 350, and gradually the cortex is being teased out from the capsular bag equator. After removing the cortex, the bag is very clean, the posterior capsule is very clean. We can appreciate the rhexis. Here I am implanting a preloaded hydrophobic aspheric lens from Apaswamy Associates, Superphobe, no financial interest though. It is already preloaded from the company, and injector system is very good and very smooth, no jerky movements. Lens is being implanted into the eye. One haptic goes into the capsular bag, and now I'm going to implant the other haptic using a Sinskey hook. I normally do not use too many instruments, just one Sinskey I use to do the chopping as well as all other maneuvers. Time to remove the viscoelastic both from behind and in front of the intraocular lens. Assistant is spraying some visco over the cornea to aid in visualization. The lens is nicely overlapped by the intercapsular margin. That's it, the case is done. Some oxyfloxacin is instilled into the AC. Well, if you do like the channel, please do like, subscribe and share the video for more videos. It gives me some confidence to make videos, and if you have any queries, questions, do comment. And now is the time to close. Main port has been hydrated. I prefer to hydrate the roof of the incision, and side port has been hydrated. It's very important to close the incisions very nicely, and also many a times I have seen some cotton fibers are left, and in the immediate post-op period half of the cotton fiber stays in the antechamber and half stays outside, and that's a very dangerous thing. One has to be very careful to remove all the cotton fibers before closing. Thank you so much.